Welcome to Marantz Rantz, no advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance. Get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertow, that knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to right place. You're pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence, know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all, the wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Giotto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight back and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow simians, GME group singing the truth. We just chillin', infinity pool swimming. So welcome to Marantz Rantz. A lot of knowledge but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Kenny the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC or Superstition. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. 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 Welcome to Marantz Rantz.
Old boy wrote in the chat, he said, and forgive me if I'm wrong, he said, how many pounds is Marantz down now? I wonder how many pounds he's down. Yeah, no, I'm not. I went the other way. Goodness gracious. It was this past week I've been eating, bros. Wifey made ceviche. I ate it 3 days in a row, along with the mayo and the spicy mayo and the tapatio and the chips and the salsa and the tostadas and the, oh man, Coke Zeros. I'm back to drinking water though. And I told her no more tacos, no more burritos. That's it. I'm back on the grind starting tomorrow. It's always I'm going to start tomorrow. Hey, Mo ass is tomorrow. Mo ass. The only Mo ass is my ass. That's it. It's getting bigger every time. I wait till tomorrow. So tomorrow is the day I get back on the bike. I'll do it. Tomorrow's a big day. For a lot of you guys, I know. You guys pay attention to headlines. You know what's the thing that eats me alive? Pause. Is that every headline that I read right now, like today, for example, was GameStop getting sued. GameStop lawsuit against Ryan Cohen so he doesn't get his compensation package. And it was from like one random investor doing an ambulance chasing, event. Who cares? Bro, sue all you want. That falls on deaf ears. It really does. I'll tell you why. It's not even here. Why don't you do this shit 6 months ago? Why are you doing it the day before eBay has their annual shareholders meeting? Hey, a lot of coincidences in this world. I'll tell you what's not one. The Strait of Hormuz getting opened up and the Iran war getting shut down just in time for the IPO to get launched and released on a full day of trading for SpaceX. Not a coincidence. Not for this market to do what it's doing. Oh, wait, is it really doing it? Is it really hitting all-time highs, or is it just a rotation? Because when I looked at the breadth of the market, just so that we're clear, there was like 200 advances, 200 decliners. I mean, I looked at it every which way. The market finished down today. It finished red. Then you had the NASDAQ finish down even further than the S&P. You had almost 0.9 of a point was the Russell 2000. Only thing that finished up was the Dow. Maybe the Dow and those energy sectors. Maybe that's where it's all at. Finance and energy. Maybe. What do I know? I'm paying attention. My legs are itching. I just started this stream. I'm itching right now. I get the heebie-jeebies, bro. Tomorrow. Everybody's paying attention to the Fed meeting tomorrow. Everybody wants to talk about the Fed meeting and interest rates, and it's going to be the first time that we hear from Mr. Kevin Warsh, the new Fed president. Let me tell you, I don't care. I don't care Jerome Powell. I don't care Warsh. I don't care Trump. I don't care Biden. I don't care Cyndi Lauper or Madonna. I don't give a damn who's on the mic. If it's not about GameStop, I don't care. Because inflation is not something that is transitory. Inflation is something that we've all felt at the tip of our pockets. The highest it's ever been in our lifetime. Inflation is so strong in my mind. And I'm going to tell you why it should be upmost in your mind. It costs you so much money just to live. You think because there's employers out here that are offering raises and bringing you on at great rates to start and all this, you think that's going to cure the problem? No, you can't cure the problem. It's like your diet. You can't outwork a bad diet. Well, guess what you can't do in this country? You can't outlive and outsave and outspend a badass inflationary trend. This damn bell curve is not that. Up and to the right is your cost of living. And there's no catching up. Netflix, how dare you? Netflix charges an astonishing increased $27 a month. Explain it to me, Netflix. How does your price go up 50% over the last 6 years? 50%? Inflation of 10% a year on Netflix? What did I tell you about Jack in the Box tacos? 100% increase. These guys think I'm crazy. It's Taco Tuesday, and I can't eat tacos. They're too expensive. I'm sitting here looking at you saying, I don't know how we're going to live this life when everyone, and I mean everyone, is trying to pull dollars out of you. I want you, noble investors of GameStop, to hear me loud and clear. I said cloud. That means clear and loud. Man, my mind was just thinking twice right there. Hear me clear and loud. GameStop investors, listen, okay? This is going to blow your mind. At least it blows mine because I'm thinking about it right now. I'm literally thinking about something. Remember, I'm like a freestyle rapper, bro. My mind's way out there. And I'm talking right now, but I'm already gone. I'm Marantz Rantz. How does he do that? Check this out. Wow. Okay, I'm Will Ferrell in Old School where he just like blacks out. He's like, well, because of the whatever. Who cares? Just listen. So you mean to tell me eBay insiders, the board of directors, turned down GameStop's offer of $125 a share? They said it wasn't attractive or credible. They turned down $125 a share. eBay did. Yet their insiders are selling their own shares for less than that. You mean to tell me 125 is not attractive, but 109? Shit, yeah. Great price. Right? 125 is not a good price for the real shareholders, but for us with the free shares that we didn't even buy, 109's good. Make it make sense. Here, I got more for you. Netflix, more expensive over the last 5 years. Gas, more expensive. Food, more expensive. Energy, more expensive. So everything is more expensive. GameStop's the same price. The ratio for you to save money and tuck it away into GameStop is actually GameStop is cheaper today than it's ever been. Not that the price is so suppressed. Everything else is more expensive, infinitely more expensive around it. And yet GameStop's still $20. Yeah, I treat GameStop like a discretionary commodity, right? It's just a discretionary expense. It's something that you might not have to buy. You don't have to buy it. But if you would like to, isn't that a pretty price? I mean, just $20. Oh, wait, what's behind the $20? Anybody ever ask yourself that? While the prices are increasing on everything around you, smaller percentages of ownership on everything around you, including consumables, you get to go to GameStop and buy deeper equity, deeper value than ever before because GameStop's earnings went from being negative to positive. $1 billion swing in 3 years. $1 billion swing profit in 3 years. And the price is the same. Inflation, eat me away. Come get my pockets off of me. I challenge you. But I bought $10 at GameStop today. Hey, when I bought the $10, and while people are bragging about what they're buying and what they should be buying SpaceX at $200, it blows my mind on buying SpaceX at $200 a share at a valuation of $2.2, $2.3, $2.4 trillion. That's a company that generates, at a minimum, at a maximum, $30 billion of revenue. How in the hell are they a $3 trillion company or whatever they're going to? They make zero profits. They're actually in the negative. They don't make any profits at all. Yet you're buying them. What speculation? What is it? Because everybody told you to? So then you see growth, right? You're going to buy something at $2.5 trillion. There must be growth in there. Maybe 100% growth. Maybe it goes to $5 trillion very soon or not so soon. I'm still buying GameStop at 20. I'm still buying GameStop for below cash. I have been studying certain companies. Something like Southwest Airlines. I don't know if you guys paid attention to Southwest Airlines lately. But let's go ahead and study it for a second. I'm not even going to go pull it up on the chart. I'm just going to tell you. Maybe you got to take my advice or take some education from me. Some of you guys fact check me, which is fine by me. I have no problem with that. Fact check this number for me, if you choose to. A company like Southwest Airlines 5 years ago had cash equal to GameStop's cash today. They had assets minus their liabilities, and they were able to pay off around $4 billion of debt. Breaking the sheet clean. They used to operate on a plus side of cash versus debt, and they were on the positive. This is 4 years ago. Since then, Elliott Management came in, rearranged the way they do business, and they're now leveraged like you wouldn't believe, yet given valuation and a new price target, 10% increase from where they are today. Oh, yeah. The stock keeps going up. The market cap keeps going up. Why are they getting a premium? Because management is there. Elliott's there. They're depleting the coffers and saddling up all the debt they can onto Southwest Airlines. I'm not getting near it. I won't touch it. I think about these things because there's companies like DraftKings. You guys, hold on. DKNG. Yeah. This is a company that I want you guys to look at. DKNG. DraftKings. DraftKings here. I just want you to know. If I go look at DraftKings on the chart itself, this is DraftKings. DraftKings has this chart where they're at $28 a share. Back when GameStop peaked out, did their thing, GameStop, okay? This was the time of GameStop right here in 2021. DraftKings was a SPAC that went public and went all the way up to $71 a share. Look at this monster. DraftKings. Oh, this is a bullish pennant like you've ever seen one in your life if you pay attention to it. But is it? Or is it a little different than what GameStop is? You know why it's different? Because these guys have $14 billion of market cap. So they essentially have $4 billion more than GameStop. They have income of $58 million. $58 million of income gets you a market cap of $14 billion. Guys, I'm not making this up. They have a PE ratio of 241. How in the world are these guys given a price target of 22% increase? And these are the numbers you're dealing with. We go to financials, DraftKings. This is their hottest season ever. Everybody's gambling. And they come out operating income of $5 million. Yep. Net income, $16 million. Look at this. Breaking even, basically. Not doing well at all. Earnings per share are coming out around 4 cents for this quarter. Profit margins, operating margin flat, profit margin 1%, but yet this company gets a 22% increase on current price target. This company, balance sheet, they have $1 billion. 1, not 10. Their assets are 4 versus liabilities. They come out with shareholder equity of $605 million. And they've never officially made a profit. They're negative $6 billion on retained earnings. Don't worry, they have tons of debt, cash debt, all of the above. Their book value is 118. Their tangible book value is negative. 118 on a book value. They currently trade at a book ratio of 23 times book. How is that possible? Oh, no, Marantz, you don't know what you're talking about. Okay. I'm just giving you one example. More market cap than GameStop, no profits ever. It would take those guys literally 35 years to make as much money as GameStop's made in the last year. It would take them 35 years. So I'll see you in 35 years, DraftKings. Yet they're given $5 billion more than GameStop on valuation. Makes zero sense to me. And the book is absolutely terrible. The company's terrible. Everything's terrible. Doesn't matter. Should be a 22% increase. So instead of $14 billion, they should be at $17 billion, allegedly. Okay. Where should GameStop be then? If they're going to be at $17 billion, where should GameStop be? I know. It's not fair. It's not fair, Marantz, for you to bring logic into these conversations. I know, guys. One of the metrics I'm going to give you guys tonight is going to be this one here. It's going to be the inventory. I've shown you this before, but I want to give you an update. Inventory turnover ratio for GameStop is almost at a 6.0. They're actually at a 5.8 over the last year. Over the last 4 years, 5.7. So quality turnover ratio, meaning they're churning through their revenue and inventory. Consumer discretionary stocks average 4.2%. 4.2x, I apologize. We are right underneath Best Buy and Target for rotating through your inventory. Great numbers, guys. Great numbers getting through, but why does that matter to me? I'm going to show you why it matters to me and why we're talking about that. Right here at GameStop, if you go to their cards, they have all these cards for sale, PSA graded cards. Over 20,000 cards on the website right now, guys. They're getting through the cards. What I loved is that when I went on here, and it just rang true to me, Pokemon trading cards. Right here, this is the greatest thing ever. This is something that I bought at GameStop 2 years ago, for $90. It is right now an SBC, prismatic SBC, for $299. Full price. If I go to the La Quinta one, they have 7 on hand as of today when I checked. So phenomenal pricing, getting 4x what you paid for it, 3 to 4x. That's what you want to do. Yes. Is it a ripoff? No. These are out of date print cards, and we can hang on to them forever. Let them sit in the store forever. When someone finally wants to get out there and buy one, they're going to have a collector's item, and we're going to have a lot of profit. So even though we're hanging on to inventory that's out of date, we can. It's not video games. These appreciate over time. They don't decrease, and that number gets thrown on our end, on our actual margins, which I'm so excited about for us. So that's something you guys need to pay attention to. And here's the other thing about these markets. So we have a Fed meeting tomorrow. We have an annual shareholders meeting for eBay. That proposal 4 is the one everyone's looking at. That proposal is going to be if eBay is going to lower their requirement to hold a special meeting for shareholders. Right now, the requirement is 20% ownership of shares for at least 30 days at a time. I'm going to tell you right now, there's no one on the planet that owns 20% of eBay, nor that has owned 20% of eBay over the last 10 years. They had this law into effect, this bylaw, into effect in 2018. It was 25%. And that's when they came through and got it lowered to 20. Now they're going for 10. Guys, this is opening up the floodgates for GameStop. If this can pass tomorrow, and GameStop has some votes, but if this passes tomorrow on the proxy, and it's been close before, John Chevedden has put it on there 4 different times that I saw. Like I told you, I read all the proxies. Got very close. He was all the way up to 47% on one of the votes. So if it's time, and if we have soliciting, we have a proxy solicitor. Now here's the thing. So do they. eBay. eBay hired a third party to go make all the phone calls, talk to all the shareholders, the big boys, the guys who hold. They don't want to talk to you. Maybe you have like 10 shares, 5 shares, 1 share. No, they want to talk to the guys who have millions of shares and find out which way are they going to vote. Because however you vote, all of your shares vote that way. You don't get to split up your shares and be like, only half are going to vote for this and half are going to vote for the other thing. They all commit to one thing. So it's very easy to go in there and talk to those shareholders. If the shareholders themselves want Ryan Cohen to run this company called eBay, want eBay to sell off to GameStop for that leverage, for that rollover equity, then they're already going to vote for Ryan, period. They're going to vote for this proposal. It's open for it. There's so many things that you can do to save money on eBay. The first thing being not the marketing spend cut, none of that. It is to suspend the loaning and or gifting of shares to, I say loaning because what they do, but they're actually awarding shares to existing employees, 20 million shares every 2 years. It's the equivalent of $2 billion payout for employees with RSUs and PSUs. It's absolutely gross. It's overpay. And they're doing it this way to disguise it from the cash pile. They're pulling the money out of the equity of the investors. Let me tell you what they're doing. They're awarding themselves shares every year. Then they're buying them back with the cash and the equity of shareholders. So they're increasing value of the shares, yes, by doing share buybacks, but it's not as effective as it could be if you weren't diluting the float at the same time. It's 2 for 1. It's I don't even know how people don't see it, but to gift yourself over the last 6 years, they've done 60 million shares, and yet they bought back how many? The same amount? I mean, it's just recycling yourself. It's not a good look if you really look at the books for eBay. So eBay, that's the first thing I would do. I would stop that nonsense because they're going to ask for more shares next year. I wouldn't care. I'm not giving it to them. You could save yourself $2 billion right there. The share buybacks will have a bigger impact if you were to do it that way. GameStop has earmarked $2 billion of share buybacks, right, guys? Okay. What if I told you GameStop's not doing the share buybacks right now? Yeah. That's exactly what you want to see. The way I would do it if I'm Ryan, I'm not Ryan, but the way I would do it is I'd get the deal done. And once the deal is complete, I would start buying back shares. That's how I would do it. Because then you would drive up the value of your shares and it would create the colossal that this is going to be. This is going to be a massive move, guys. I know people want it to happen now too. Don't get me wrong. I would love to have it happen now. I would. I wouldn't sell, but I'd love to see people get out of my way, stop crying and bitching on the internet about how they're tired or about how they wish Ryan would do something, or what about these warrants? They're worthless. What about this? No, a warrant's not worthless. Nobody knows the expiration date of these warrants. They say it's October, right? GameStop has the ability to keep them rolling. That's 1. 2, if you were going to make a risk play and your appetite is that, go buy a $2 warrant. It's on your end. Could it make you money? Yes. Will I buy shares rather than doing that? Absolutely. I'd buy every share at 21. Because if you think they're going to 32 for your warrant to pop, why not buy the shares at 31? You get a $9 buffer in between. When are you going to get $9 out of your warrants? At a strike price, just based off of the arbitrage of it all, you'd probably get at a strike price of 41. I'm not playing that game. Not at all. Furthermore, this jackass who wants to sue Ryan Cohen for his compensation package. I want to explain that to a lot of people. Explain the compensation package and why it is beneficial for all of you. Oh, really? They're running ads behind me? I had no idea. I don't even know what it means. Now, the only inflation is my intestines after eating all this salsa. That's the inflation I care about. All right, guys, let's talk this out now. Someone wants to sue Ryan for his pay package, which is stupid. Ryan Cohen put in those provisions via a third party. He didn't do it himself, so suing Ryan means nothing. That's why you protect yourself by not awarding yourself this. The award is to allow Ryan Cohen to buy shares at $20 each. That seems like 100% right now. He's buying them for the price they are. Ballparking $1 or $2. Oh, wait. The only way Ryan Cohen actually gets to be able to buy shares from GameStop's coffers is if he hits thresholds, $2 billion worth of EBITDA gains and $20 billion in market cap. So a far cry from where it is today. So the prices would increase, yes, but there is a cash out on these shares. Although they sell $17 million to Ryan, Ryan actually has to pay for them $20 per 17. It comes out to what is that? 114. I'm not even good at math right now. It's 31, 32, something like that. 36. I don't even know. 34. So he's going to pay hundreds of millions of dollars. He's not going to pay. If you guys don't know how that works, he takes a loan out. They allow him a loan to exercise the shares and then sell off as many as it would take to make him whole on them. If that makes any sense to you guys. I don't know if it does, but it's fine. Either way, money's going to go to GameStop's coffers much more than what people care to believe that it's going into Ryan's pocket. This is just a defense mechanism because when you dilute X amount of shares and or if you grow the float, you're going to want him to have more. The first $60 billion tuck-in acquisition ever. That just came in. I got to know what that means. That just came out from Larry Chang right now. 20 seconds ago. Oh, he's talking about SpaceX said it would buy Cursor for $60 billion, striking a massive deal for the autonomous coding against shortly after that blockbuster IPO. Agent, yeah. The first $60 billion tuck-in acquisition ever. I don't know what that means. I don't know what tuck-in means. But everyone wants to talk about Fox's deal on buying Roku. And I'm looking at GameStop buying eBay. Everyone's ready to do something and do cash and shares. Ask me this, though, guys. How many of you guys, when you guys saw the Fox and Roku deal get announced, where was the headlines? Where was the story? Where was the, oh, no, this is stupid. This can't happen. Where was that? Where's the disconnect? Where are people up in arms? Are the Fox guys stupid? Are the Roku guys stupid? Does anybody even know who they are? Do you even know who owns Roku? Who's the CEO, chairman of the board? They're getting bought out. $22 billion. That's what I'm telling you guys, man. And you guys, I pray you guys see through the FUD. They make headlines so you can see them. And every headline, it's not an algorithm play. It's a click-through ratio play. You know why they put articles about GameStop on their websites behind paywalls? Because they know people that follow GameStop are hungry for the info, and they'll pay for it. They play both sides of this. They play the I'll starve you side, while all of you out there are either looking for a drug dealer, looking for something to cope with. People never understand my mindset on investing. Not at all. And you're not meant to understand it. You're not me. I'm not you. I read some people buying SpaceX, some people investing into other things. They're stupid. That's on them. That's wasted money. That doesn't make me a bad person because I feel a certain way or I think about you in a certain light. No. Why do you care what I think? Because I damn well guarantee you I don't care what you think about me. I know I'm convinced and I know I'm right. I know I'm right about GameStop. I've known I've been right for 5.5 years. And I'm going to be right. And when it happens, when GameStop gets to the moon and GameStop gets good valuation and Ryan's, the talk of the town and the whole world comes crashing in and says, I want to be a part of that company. I want to be a part of this change. I want to be a part of this movement. When all of that happens, you know what's going to happen, guys? For me, it's a little different. Maybe I could speak it from your viewpoint, but a lot of people are going to be like, hey, Bobby, remember Bobby used to talk all that about GameStop? Look at them now. I bet you he doesn't even have his shares anymore. I bet you he already sold them. Because what the internet is and what they have been and what people in the view in the chat, everybody, all of you claim you're diamond hands. All of you claim you're about it forever and this is the movement. I've had people come in here to the moon. We're going to do it. I love Ryan Cohen. I believe in him. Say all that shit. It's just talk. 6 years later, they're nowhere to be found. They don't have the heart. They don't have the muscle. They're not ready for the struggle because they've never been through shit. Those are the same kids that get jobs and ask for raises every 1 month, every new task. And you go, excuse me? Go grind that shit out and let me know who you became. Not what I'm doing. Might just be the budget of the people you work with. Go find some new money. Go find the new path, a new passion. But maybe you built it here. Some of you guys have no idea what I'm talking about. No. Because when it comes to investing and investing into GameStop, it takes a different breed. They all say there's something until they're not. The minute the shit doesn't go their way, they crumble like cookies. And I don't eat cookies, bro. And I don't break and I don't bend and I'm not pipes, bro. I don't burst. I'm diamond-handed. I didn't just say it. I am it. Diamond hands means I'm not selling. I'm not selling when the road gets rough. I'm not selling when it spikes up to the damn ceiling. Nope, because I know there's more. Remember this, guys. When the stock goes up, and it will go up, and when it goes up, everyone's going to say, did you take profit? Did you go? Did you get it on that run? And you got to remind them. You got to say, well, hold on. Is Ryan still in? I'm still in. Are we still building something? I'm still building something. Are we in the S&P 500? I'm still in the S&P 500. Are we putting in dividends? I'm putting in dividends. Am I still buying a share a day? I'm still buying a share a day. Does that chart still say $20? I'm still there. But it spiked, Marantz, and went to 80. Yeah, well, I still buy. Because I'm not in it for the reasons you're in it. Don't be like me. Don't. Be like you. Be that guy that sells 1 week before it explodes. Be that guy who sells because you wanted to go chase something else and buy something else. Be that guy that doubts the heart and the will of a champion. Be that guy. Because you're never going to be me. Good luck with your investments, guys. Me, it's another day, another moment, another night. I don't give a shit. I only buy GameStop. I can't stop. I won't stop. I will not stop. I only buy GameStop. I don't buy food. I don't pay for my bills. I don't do shit in... Oh, no, hold on. I do. My bad, guys. My bad, guys. Sorry, I get caught up, bro. I got caught up. Wait a minute. Hey, I don't look malnourished. My bad. I pay my bills. Holy shit. Okay, my bad. I just get excited. That's it. These guys ain't about my life. Love you. I love you all. Anyway. Yeah, they're just not there. One day, guys, one day you'll be happy. And your family will be looking for you. That's what I was going to tell you. One day they're going to come look for me. Hey, who was that guy on the internet that used to talk and say GameStop and all that shit, man? Remember that guy is an idiot. Man, that guy missed out on so many investments. And I'll be like, yeah. The day GameStop goes, I didn't miss out on that one. Yeah. The only difference is GameStop's the leverage of the whole market. No? You don't think so? Prove me wrong. I've seen this whole market pump and GameStop go nowhere. That means it's the leverage. Well, if that's the hedge, I'd love to see what runs with GameStop. Oh, wait. They don't really run with GameStop. You guys got to stop me with these penny stocks. These stocks that are now valued at 10 cents, 20 cents a share. Talking about, look at them. They went up from 10 cents to 20. It's 100%. Nah. Don't blind me with that bullshit. You can't tease me with a good time. I don't buy anything. I don't even buy Amazon. People say, Amazon, bros, they just increased all their lighter than loads, LTLs. They're out here doing logistics at a greater level, and every trucking company in the world should be down on value right now because Amazon's expanding. FedEx Freight just got in the S&P 500. It folded off of FedEx Freight on its own, and now look at it. Right down the drain. Because Amazon? Bitch. I am Amazon. GameStop is Amazon. Because we're prime. We're prime for this moment. We're prime for this movement. They'll figure us out soon. By then, it's going to be too late. I mean, we already own the whole float. It's probably nothing. We'll see what happens. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop GameStop. I'll get at you, pimps.